I'm here today to talk about, obviously, standing in solidarity with revolutionary Latin America, standing in solidarity with things like the example that socialist Cuba sets forward, and why we must replicate them if we want to strive for the liberation of all oppressed peoples worldwide. Let me start by giving a quote. The only foreseeable means of alienating internal support for the Cuban government is through disenfranchisement and disaffection based on economic dissatisfaction and hardship. I quote this from the mouth of the beast itself, from a memorandum from the Deputy Assistant Secretary of State for Inter-American Affairs. The title of this document was The Decline and Fall of Castro. As follows: every possible means should be undertaken to promptly weaken the economic life of Cuba. If such a policy is adopted, it should be the result of a positive decision, which would call forth a line of action which makes the greatest inroads in denying money and supplies to Cuba, to decrease monetary and real wages, and to bring about hunger, desperation, and the overthrow of government. If not blatantly obvious, the foremost objective of any sanctions anywhere, not just in Cuba, is not for any perceived notion of morals, not for humanitarian aid, and not for aiding the people of any sanctioned country, but to bring about regime change, to bring about the overthrow of any government that does not toe the line of Western capital, does not bend to the will of American interests. The measure taken against the people of Cuba and its government are wide-ranging, and they cut deep into the island's economy and include no U.S. company or foreign subsidiary being able to trade with Cuba, no U.S. or bank or financial institution can give credit to Cuba, and that is what I'd like to highlight today. Because no matter all of this, no matter how much the Cuban people face, for over 6 decades their fight remains fought and won, because they are winning. No matter the hardships, we say, make the blockade of Cuba unenforceable, because EU and UK banks are illegally complying with US sanctions against Cuba. Bank accounts and transactions meant to support the people of Cuba by raising funds for humanitarian aid or for commercial purposes have been embargoed by banks in third countries. This extraterritorial application of the US blockade against Cuba is a violation of international law, not just in the US, but everywhere, and affects everybody. The US blockade against Cuba has been in place for 40 years and is estimated to have cost over $144 billion cumulatively. Former President Trump imposed an additional 243 measures against Cuba, and more have since been enacted under Biden. Food production, imports, medicine production, health provision, agriculture are all significantly affected. And with its alternative model, however, of production, of participatory democracy, and outstanding universal systems of free healthcare and education, medical internationalism, and support for anti-imperialist struggles worldwide, socialist Cuba is the threat of a good example. The blockade is a crucial tool in the US's 6 decades to crush Cuba. This campaign aims to involve as many people and organizations as possible for maximum effort. Get in touch and join us, because with our governments determined not to challenge the US blockade, it's time for direct action. Cuba solidarity groups are coming together to organize a broad campaign where we already have come together, we have been for some time, to challenge the banks through coordinated civil action, legal challenges and street protests, because we intend to make the US blockade of Cuba unenforceable. Viva Cuba! Viva revolutionary Latin America! Stand in solidarity with all workers and oppressed people worldwide. Thank you very much.